today I'm doing something new. Today I am starting something called my Top Wednesdays. Basically the first and third Wednesday of each month I am going to release a video that is a list of a top 10. Whether it's top 10 worst books I've read, top 10 greatest books I've read, other things, I'm just gonna go with it. A lot of people do top 5 Wednesday. This is gonna probably be top 10, might be top 5. But today it is a top 10, and as you can see, it is a series that I don't plan on finishing. Yeah, these are basically written in stone, and I'm not going to ever read them. Number 10 is The Seventh Tower by Garth Nix. Now, this is a popular series for a lot of people who've read them as kids. I never did. I tried to read them. I didn't enjoy them. You'd think I would, since I'm such a huge fan of the Star Wars books by Jude Watson, but I actually really don't like this series. I tried it. It just... no. Number 9 is A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. This is the Game of Thrones series. Now, it may shock you that I did read this. So I did pick this up when I was working at my last steady job that I had. I was working at a call center and always have a ton of stuff to do. I had coloring books, people do crafts, people build models. You're stuck in a cubicle all day, nowhere to go and nothing to do. You're bored out of your mind. So I read a lot. That's when I got into Artemis Fowl and Ranger's Apprentice, a whole bunch of series that I love now I got into because of my job. And I tried to read Game of Thrones, which is book 1, and I just did not like it. I got over 100 pages in, and there was already a sex scene and nudity and violence, and that's not my thing. While everyone else may love it, I'm not gonna pick it up again. That one I'm not picking up again. Number 8 is a series that I loved, and I slowly fell out of love with it, and now I'm done, and that is Fairy Tale by Hiro Mashima, creator of Ravemaster. Now, I do have a lot of Ravemaster. I've read that to completion. I've read 2 other series, Monster Hunter and Monster Orange, O-R-A-G-E, by him, and loved them, and I picked this up and I got into it, but there's a lot more fan service in this than there is in Ravemaster, a lot more dirty jokes, and it just kept going and going, and after the dragons arc, I'm just bored, and I don't want to read it, and I'm not going to continue it. I'm done, sadly. You were good at the beginning. Number 7 is another manga that I read online, and that is called Pandoras Hearts by Jun Mochizuki. Mochizuki Jun, or Jun Mochizuki. This one, it got gory. It got really gory. I don't know why. Originally it was T, and it jumped to like OTM stuff. That's how gory it got. And it was ridiculous. And it kept going. And if you know what I'm talking about the Headhunter arc. After they found out who the Headhunter was and took them down, I'm like, okay, that's okay. So, okay, not so gory. And then the next chapter, blood everywhere. I watched the anime. The anime is awesome. I don't know what's going on with Alice, but it just got bloody and it got more and more gory, and it kept going. Ugh. Number 6 is the Vision series by Lisa McMahon. I loved that book. And then book 2, there was sex, and normally I just skip over it. And then this is the beginning of the chapter after the sex scene. Now, when you're in a relationship where you're having sex, she just kept going, and I tried to like skip that, and I turned the page. And it kept going and going, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to read this anymore. I'm done. Meh. Number 5 is another manga that I read online. Cavalier of the Abyss, the sequel to Immortal Regis by Ga Onbi and Juder. I didn't come up with these names, that's what I read. Immortal Regis, this is actually a genre that I don't like called ecchi. Ecchi means softcore porn. That's what it means. It means you're not going to see boobs, but there's going to be some major gropage in page and stuff. And I didn't know that, because when I got into Immortal Regis, it actually wasn't. But right at the end, it went ecchi. But I'm like, I just kind of covered it up with my finger and tried to get through, and I finished the series, and then I picked up Cavalier of the Abyss. This one was etchy from page 1. Fully clothed women, and I knew they were females. I'm not talking, oh, they're just skin tight, or oh, it's just really... We're talking like she's in a dress from here to her ankles, and yet I can see every little thing about her body. It was disgusting. It was... Nope. So that's not happening. Number 4 is the Anita Blake series by Laurel K. Hamilton, which is a vampire hunter. And I really did enjoy this series, and I'm sorry if you're hearing thunder. It's storming, but I still have electricity, so I'm filming. Other booktubers agree with this, that about after this book, there's sex scenes in these 3. And I just have them marked, and I'm going to skip over them and whatnot. After Burnt Offerings, it just gets ridiculous. Anita Blake starts sleeping with everybody, and it gets in the way of the plot, and it's ridiculous when the plot is sacrificed for sex. That's not what I read, that's not what I want to read, that's not what I'm interested in, and yeah, nope. Number 3 is The Collegium Chronicles by Mercedes Lackey. Now, I am going to be doing another video. It's going to be my first rant about why I'm not going to continue it, but basically, in book 2, there is a plot point that kind of needed to happen, but at the same time, how it was done was horrid. This is spoilerific. Spoiler for book 2. The name's on the screen because I don't remember the name and I didn't write it down, and I don't have internet because they're storming outside, so all our computers unplugged. In book 2, the best friend and the main character threatens to kill him and attempts to do it. And then at the end of the book, oh, it's fine. No, it's not. What? I hate it. Number 2. This may piss some of you guys off, but it's The Inheritance Quartet by Christopher Paolini. Now, I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I actually only know of one person who read this and enjoyed it. I hate book 3. I hate it. It was poorly done. It wasn't well executed. I will have a full rant about it later, but I don't like it. And it was a big letdown because I really liked this, but I'd been told he wasn't a good writer when I read this by a lot of people. And all the points my friends made about this book was true, but they kind of ate their words with this book. This is a great book. Book 3 is horrible. Brissinger, I really didn't enjoy at all, and the only reason I haven't gotten rid of these is because so many people have, and I can't get rid of them. And they're a good reminder, because this is a good book, but it's a good reminder of what not to do as a writer. Christopher Paolini just failed. Number 1, a lot of you are probably going to be like, what? Why? Well, let me explain. Okay, so number 1, it is The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Say what? Say why? Here's the answers. It is because, unlike everyone else that I've heard of on BookTube, they didn't like book 1 very much, but then they read book 2 and enjoyed it more, and then they read book 3 and enjoyed it more. I was the opposite. I loved book 1, really didn't like book 2, and book 3 was alright, but I was done. I didn't like it. The more the series went on, the more I found I didn't enjoy it. The more I didn't dislike the characters, dislike what they were doing. The more I just disliked the series, the further it went on. And then I heard books 4 and 5 are horrid. LA Knight. If you don't know anything about LA Knight, it's that the majority of things that she reads, she loves. The majority. I have close to 500 books. She has, like, over 2,000. We're estimating. She has 11 full bookcases. 11. Counting some of her husband's stuff, it's like 13. This woman has a ton of books. She loves books. And she agreed with me. She read book 4, and then she read book 5, and she said, I am done. I don't care how good book 6 is, because I can't stand this series anymore. She was like, done. And I'm done. I was done. When I found out that, oh, it's still going, I'm like, why? No, I'm done. So I'm just basically done. So that's the top 10 series that I don't plan on finishing. If you love these series, go on ahead. I just didn't enjoy them for the reasons stated. But I did enjoy this, and I do own this, and I'm going to own everything else written by this man, so please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, why did you keep watching? And subscribe to see more. Most Fridays I upload a book review. If you see any book on my shelves, let me know if you want me to review them. I can. I've read a lot of them. Most of them. I'm only missing 52 that I haven't read. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye! Good luck with your reading! No, it always itches in the middle of filming. Ah! That would be why. That, bleh. I wrote them out of order. Where is it? Hiro Mochizuki. Mochis. I don't know how to say that. Mochizuki. Bleh. All the time, man. All the time. This is Cavalier and stuff on camera and on camera. I had the opposite effect as me. What? That doesn't make any sense. It had. Let me think what I'm trying to say. There we go. It's dead. Sorry, bug on the lamp. She has close to 2,000 to 200 and... Oh, that made no sense. Excuse me. 2,025... She has... Are you done? Thank you. 2,000... No, it's not done. Thunder. Keeps going and going. I don't care how good book 6 is. Yeah, that made sense. I don't care how... Gosh, I'm bloopering all over the place.